Hello, and welcome to a new game. This is called Parasite In Love. It is an indie game, and it is specifically about, I guess, an amoeba, a brain eating amoeba that you fall in love with. I don't know the details. That's the brief blurb that I read. Like I said, it's an indie game and it is specifically for people who enjoy yanderes. I want to mention that before we jump into it because it's definitely not a genre that's for everyone, but I have a particular weakness for yandere characters. Um, Not all yanderes, like I don't enjoy. I've never played Diabolic Lovers, but from what I've read in the reviews, I wouldn't enjoy something like that. I don't enjoy it when there's a whole lot of violence towards the MC. That's just not my thing. But for example, Kuroyuki's route in Nightshade, I loved that. I really enjoyed Chen Feng's character in Vow to My Liege, although I think they did him so wrong with his route, and I will die on that hill. Anyway, let's jump right on in. A rare infection from a brain eating amoeba is being blamed for the death of a North Carolina man. He was swimming in a water park earlier this month. The amoeba is usually found in shallow fresh water. It can cause severe headaches, fever, nausea, and vomiting, which can progress into having a stiff neck, seizures, and a coma. It's only infectious when water is forced up the nose during activities such as diving and water skiing. According to the Center for Disease Control, the CDC, the amoeba is rare but overwhelmingly deadly. In the last 57 years, there have only been 145 known infections, but of those, only 4 survived. Okay, so it's rare, but it is highly deadly. The CDC says the illness is particularly difficult to treat because it's notoriously hard to detect and progresses so quickly. The next time you go swimming, wear a nose plug and avoid activities that involve being fully submerged in freshwater areas. This is Gabe Stewart, NBC News, or sorry, NBS News. I am so excited! Okay, day 1. I believe there are 10 days in total. You feel a rush of happiness as you continue your hike because you hear nothing but nature around you. The birds are chirping, the wind is rustling through the tree branches, and the water is trickling nearby. It is so peaceful compared to your busy office that it is currently far, far away from you. The hundreds of emails you get as a project manager can wait until you return from your vacation. You finally arrive at the lake. The photos you looked through online couldn't convey the beauty of this place. You're so glad to stop here before entering the cabin you rented for your little vacation. Time to swim as a reward. The hours you spent hiking make your drip in the water all the more refreshing. Waves of relief wash over you as you swim around, and after a while you let yourself float to enjoy the moment. You close your eyes and your breathing slows. The sun heats up your face while the water cools your back. You hear a scream, and a wave pushes you to the side. You, you stabilize yourself, coughing and sputtering for air, trying to clear water from your mouth and nose. A boy laughs as he bobs up right next to you. He smiles brightly without a care in the world. I guess this is Marlowe. Be careful, you could have hurt us both. Oh, I'm sorry, I think we're Marlowe. Be careful, you could have hurt us both. But nothing happened. His mother calls for him, and he swims away. As he steps out of the water, his mother already has a towel in hand and dries his hair. You are a little envious. Clumsy with your words outside of work, kind of like me. You have a hard time connecting with the people you love. Your friends and family do like spending time with you, but you sometimes feel lacking when you try to show them the same affection. Maybe you would have an easier time if you had a family of your own. Your friend did tell you that her instincts as a new mother help immensely when taking care of her baby. I relate so hard to this right now. You hope that in your case the instinct would take over in talking to your child. How great would it be to have such a deep connection? You sigh and rise from the lake. Oh, I love this background. You arrive in the cabin you have booked for the next 2 weeks. The space is too big for just one person, but it also feels luxurious to have so much space to yourself. You're basically checking this place out as a vacation home for the future family that you always dreamed of. Even if you don't have a partner, the thought of taking a trip together fills you with joy. By the fireplace, you look at the couches where you could snuggle with your future family. You smile, imagining your child imitating a bear as they wear the fur that drapes over one of the cushions. You stretch your arms as you yawn. Time to unpack and get settled. You put your hand in your bag and take out your vacuum-sealed clothes. You packed them this way to make space for other things. Your wallet, smartphone, food, toiletries, and some books to pass the time. After putting all your stuff away, you go and take a shower. Half an hour later, you leave the bathroom refreshed and donning a white robe provided by the rental. Walking to the couches with a grin and a glass of white wine. White wine always best red wine for me just because it's so much sweeter. Now this feeling is like a true vacation. You take your phone out and check it out of habit from your job. Okay, let's make our first save because, like I said, you can definitely die in this game. How do I go back? There we go. And you know, we're not trying to do that. We could do messages or photos. I guess let's try message. Let's try photos because messages will probably just be stuff from work. Your mother sent you some digital copies of old family photos. When you were little, your family used to visit the big greenhouse in the city center quite often. There are also some photos of you with coworkers. When did you take these selfies with them? You must have gotten drunk at the last office party. Oh my god. It is never a good idea to get drunk at a work function, trust me. Any milestone has to be celebrated, is the motto of your boss, so parties happen pretty often. You don't know how your boss is able to make the company pay for so many, but you don't dare ask him. You you scroll further back and finally find some photos with your friends. The last time you guys met to say goodbye to a friend in the group who was leaving the country, you should call them sometime soon. Okay, I guess we can check our messages now too. You have messages from your dad, mom, coworkers, and friends. Let's start with our friends because it sounds like we're not really that close to our friends. It sounds like maybe at one point we were, but not anymore. You sigh. It's gotten so much harder to meet up since your friend group became adults. Oh, isn't that the truth? Oh, that's it? Your dad always sends short messages like cloud with a photo of the sky attached. You must have inherited his blunt way with words. She likes to nag and remind you to do things, even though it's been years since you moved out. It can be annoying, but you know she's doing it with love. You immediately regret looking at this. Oh no! All we did was look at like our coworkers' messages and that's all it said. I wonder if something happened. You yawn and decide to go to bed. Okay, so that was very short for day one, but I guess that's probably just us contracting the amoeba since we took a swim in the water. The sun warms your cheek and birds chirp as you wake up. What a peaceful morning. It's been a while since you've slept this well. You check your phone and notice that you've gotten a message from your dad. Attached is a photo of a flower he saw on his way to work. It brightens your day whenever he does this. I love our dad. He's so sweet. You want to send him a photo back, so you decide that today you'll explore your surroundings, take pictures, and make some bookmarks with the flowers you find. After a quick breakfast, shower, and change of clothes, you are ready. Once you're outside, you take a deep breath. You can smell damp moss, flowers, and wet grass. It must have rained a little during the night. You take your smartphone out and start your hike. Your shoes sink in every time you take a step on the pine needle covered ground. As you look around, the wind caresses the leaves above you, making their shadows dance on the ground. Soon you spot some small purple flowers growing nestled between fallen tree trunks. You squat down and take a picture up close. You stare proudly at your photo. A dewdrop on one of the petals reflects the sunlight, making the scene feel more magical. You stand up and send it to your dad, or at least you try to. You see your bad reception and give it another attempt, but it doesn't go through. You decide to send it once you have a better connection in the cabin. Then you look at the flowers again. Upon further thought, they would be a pretty decoration for a bookmark when dried. You carefully pick one and make your way back. After you put your bag away, you fold a sheet of paper around the flower and tuck it inside a book. That seems so, sweet. Sorry, I live somewhere where there's a lot of forest, so all of this sort of imagery is very nostalgic for me. You press the book shut and then stack several more books on top of it. That should make it flat and dried after a while. Then you remember to send the photo. Oh, it's a purple flower. Your dad just answers with nice. Then seconds later he sends a photo back. You chuckle. You used to make them together when you were younger. Oh, so I guess she's talking about the wooden cat. What does your dad do for work that he's able to, do woodwork like that? I miss you, Dad. You shake your head, a little embarrassed after those words escape your mouth. Somehow you can't bring yourself to send those words. You just write back, nice. Oh. So it seems like MC has, or I guess her name is Marlo, has a little bit of trouble being open and vulnerable, which I can so relate to. After a long bubble bath, you are ready to prepare your dinner. You cut the meat on the chopping board almost in a rhythmic fashion. After a while of only eating takeout, it feels good to cook for yourself again. Whoa! Are you cooking? It looks good. You let go of your knife too fast and it clatters onto the counter. You whip your head around. No one was there, but you had clearly heard a voice. Slowly you move around the cabin, peeking into each corridor, but you found no sign of anyone else in the house. Still anxious, you go back to the kitchen. You start the stove and sear the meat in the pan. The fat glistens, and the smell makes your mouth water. You almost forgot the previous strange incident. How could you forget that, Marlo? You saw a whole hand. Hungry and impatient, you grab a fork and tear into the meat. It's still a little rare and bloody. Oh, my dad is a butcher, and so I would have to cook a lot of the game meat. And yeah, trust me, if it's wild game, you do not want any blood because it tastes horrible. You enjoy the flavor and relax, feeling the stress from earlier leave your body. Putting the odd incident behind you, you were still able to find some enjoyment today. This must be day 3. So it's taken a couple days for this brain-eating amoeba to set in. The morning alarm almost gives you a heart attack. With half-shut eyes, you search for your phone and hastily turn off the alarm. You sit up and massage your temples. It's been a while since you had a headache this bad. Sluggishly, you crawl out of bed and make your way to the kitchen. You brew some tea in hopes that it will help you take it with you to the living room. Wait, you brew some tea in hopes that it will help and take it with you to the living room. Are you feeling off because of all the hiking you did, or was it the rare meat? Several hours later. Oh my god, what is going on with that toilet? That looks disgusting. You breathe heavily as you lean against the cold white ceramic of the toilet. The last time you had to vomit was after the last official party, after securing a multi-million-dollar deal for the company. Okay, so we were probably really drunk. The constant flow of alcohol was the only thing making the loud music bearable. But the next morning you had the hangover from hell. You can't remember much else. Check the kitchen for bad food. But like seriously, look at this toilet. This is ugh. You know you brought the food just before the hike, but you can't help but suspect that something you ate might have gone bad. No, not the bread or anything else in the kitchen. It's all fresh. Was it really food poisoning? Could it be something suppressed stress from work finally, or could it be some suppressed stress from work finally resurfacing? Or was it too much sun after being holed up in an office for so long? No, I didn't take a second the last time to sort of check what was on the table here. So she's got 4 books. I don't know what this is. I think it's supposed to be like a food platter. Of course, chips. And then I think these are protein bars. Maybe some soda with some ramen and some Kleenex. It definitely looks like a college student's sort of layout. You grab your phone and sit down on a couch. You decide to research some more with your phone and open your browser in order to look up your synonyms. I'm sorry, your symptoms. Are we supposed to actually type in? Oh, wow, we actually have to type in stuff. So we have a headache. Can be caused by alcohol, certain foods, changes in or lack of sleep, poor posture, skipping meals, stress. You are guilty of a few of those. How to treat. Rest in a quiet, dark room. Hot or cold compress on your forehead or neck. Massage and small amounts of caffeine, ibuprofen, aspirin. What were her other symptoms? Crap. I don't remember. You're not sure what you typed that? Maybe you should call a doctor now? Just when you're about to type in a number, your hand seizes up. Oof. Your phone falls onto the couch. What was that? You hesitate. You dropped your phone from a little muscle cramp. You've had those before. Whatever bug you've caught will probably pass by tomorrow morning. You get yourself some tea, a slice of toast, and rest for the day. Is that all you're going to eat for the day, though? A slice of toast? I would be starving. Yeah, that's all she had all day. You slept through an entire day, but you still feel weak when you wake up. You drink some tea and wonder if you should eat something, but you decide it would probably be better to wait it out until tomorrow and give your stomach more time to rest. I don't know about that, Marlo. Like, you still need energy to fight off whatever you have. It would be a waste of food if you had to throw up again. You drag yourself to the fireplace and make a fire. Does the room look blue to you guys? You make yourself comfortable on the couch and watch the flames. They sway from left to right, and if you aren't careful, you could get lost in their hypnotic dance. You start to feel lonely, even as you enjoy looking at the flames. You miss your mother's chicken soup that she cooked whenever you got sick. You snuggle even deeper into the blankets. Why did you have to get sick all alone out in the woods? Whoa, look at the broom, guys. Your mind drifts off, and you look around the room in a daze. Is the room getting bigger? Maybe you just imagined it? It's alright, I'm here. You force yourself upright and seize the fireplace poker, brandishing it in front of you while you search for the source of the voice. You could have sworn it was right next to you. Gosh, this music is so creepy. But there's no one else in this room. After what happened the other day, you've checked as much. Of course you're the only one here, right? You back into a corner so at least you aren't ambushed from behind. Then you take out your phone and try to call for help. No. An intense pain wells up in your head. You jolt in pain and let go of your phone. It hits the ground, bounces once, then falls flat. You tremble as you kneel down to retrieve it. You sigh when you see that your phone is still intact. Okay. Whatever just made its presence known seems like it doesn't want you to call for help. You don't care. Your thumb hovers over the dial pad. You're going to make that call. Okay, let's call. I mean, I would call 911, but the police works too. That won't help. You nearly throw your phone out of fear, but you stop yourself in time. You only feel a little pain. Tears roll down your cheeks. You hate this voice. It's swimming in your head. It's seizing up your hand. It's like it's controlling you. No, no, now you sound delusional. What voice? You mean thinking, right? That's what everyone does. You're just fighting your own intuition, aren't you? Okay, but look at the room. That is not in our. That's not like we can see that. You close your phone and just go to bed. You hope this ends soon. What the hell? Oh my god. That is not. That is not the direction I would have taken this. Whoa. It looks like we're in an alternate reality. When you open your eyes, you're not sure what you're looking at. Colors, patterns? Why can't you focus? Good morning. Look at him, guys. He looks like a phantom. A cute phantom, but a phantom. Look at his neck. What's going on there? Huh. Panic floods your body. There, at the foot of your bed, grins a ghoulishly colored man. Who is he? How did he break in? You snatch a nearby pillow and throw it at the intruder, but it sails right through him. You stare in sheer disbelief. Are you a ghost? No, no, I'm a living being. We met in the lake. I was looking for a place to multiply, and you were just so warm and so nourishing. I couldn't resist. And finally, you can see me. Oh, look at that smile. It's so creepy. He leans forward. Hi, I'm an amoeba. I think you humans call me Naglaria fowleri. So I'm starting to see things? I need help. Wait, are you getting a doctor? Of course. So you're trying to get rid of me? Whoa, he's shaking! That is not a good sign. You feel intense pain as a new wave sends you into agony. How could you? We need to stay together. Don't you understand? Okay, wait, please. Calm down. I won't do it. Good. The pain disappears. You feel even weaker than before. Exhausted, you lay back down on the bed. He's an amoeba. He's in your head. And he sprouted more and more of him to root around in your brain. And the pain is killing you. Killing you. So, wait, aren't I just going to die then? He doesn't answer immediately. Don't say it like that, Marlowe. Isn't it wonderful we get to spend time together? Not if it ends in me dying. No, thank you. You have a hard time wrapping your head around the situation, but what you do know is you're in bad shape, and this thing won't let you call for help. Did it have to be me? Wasn't there a better place for you? No, never. Well, of course it's rare for my kind to infect humans. Okay, that is a manic expression there. But I see it as a sign. And you know what I saw when I got closer to your brain? Your wish for a family, Marlowe. It's as strong as mine. Okay, but your definition of family is ends in me dying, so hence the problem. He comes closer and puts his head on your stomach. Oh my god, this is so creepy. Oh my god. This is where a baby would grow, right? He breathes in deeply. Is this how a fetus in a womb feels? Why would they ever leave their mother's body? Oh my god. This is creeping me out so bad. It's so warm and comforting inside you humans. A shudder runs through your body. You want to hit him and push him away, even though you know your hands would phase through him. To make this new family arrangement easier for you, I'll even let you call me Niall, like your unrequited love from your university days. Oh, that's so sick. He's, he can dig into your memories? I can offer you everything you couldn't have, but always wanted. Why are you frowning? Not happy? You put on your poker face. Who would have thought that your days dealing with rude stakeholders would come in handy for something like this? No, it sounds good. Really good. Right? But suddenly his smile fades. He stands up and looks at you with worry. You are getting weaker. And you were enjoying yourself so much too. It made me smile. What was that drink you had? White wine? Yes. I wish I could drink that with you. It's something you humans do with each other, right? Well, I guess we just have to take what we can. Is there something we could do together? Oh, how about I sit with you at the dinner table? Is this him playing a house with you? Okay. Um, clearly this is what Marlo would be thinking, because, we're- he's going to kill us, but we have to play along, right? Let's just save in case we have any untimely deaths in our near future. But yeah, we have to play along. So let's go. Of course, my dear. You shove down all the disgust you feel as fears push you to say this phrase. Niall blinks in surprise. Then he smiles at you in pure bliss. Oh, oh good. Now I'm all flustered. Oh no, oh god, now I'm all flustered. He's blushing too. Let's go then, after you. You walk to the kitchen while Niall follows you. You can feel his gaze on you. Your hand reaches for the pantry, but Niall interrupts you. You can't just eat bread alone. You're already weak. How about something more filling? I will also try to lessen the nausea, so please, for us. You clench your fists. That's rich coming from him. You turn to the fridge and take out some eggs. You're fine if I make some scrambled eggs, right? Yeah, that sounds better. The pain and nausea have truly lessened. Seems like if you humor him, you can at least keep your head clear enough to think. You hear Niall hum as you crack open some eggs and turn on the stove. Curiosity gets the better of you, and you glance at him as the eggs sizzle. He sits on a chair at the dining table, swaying left and right, happily waiting for you to finish cooking. What is this madness? This peaceful scene unnerves you more than anything, but you play along for now. After you choke some bites down, he leans forward in excitement. It tastes better with some company, right? Okay, we have to pander to him because it seems like the nicer we are to him, the longer we're gonna stay alive. So absolutely, you're really sweet too. He continues to hum. I'm happy that there are at least some things we can do together. What else? Oh, is it possible for us to watch something together later? I saw glimpses of, what was it? Movie dates in your memory? My phone is a little small for us to watch something together. Oh, okay. With mixed feelings, you turn back to your plate. Thankfully, he at least lets you eat in peace until you're finished. You clean up and begin to fidget as you're not sure how Niall wants to continue the day. Ooh, suddenly you get goosebumps and slump down. You heave, a wave of nausea surging through you. Oh no, I thought I could give you more time. Oh my god, are we already dying? He reaches for your arm, but it goes right through. I wish I could help you stand. After a few seconds, your nausea dissipates. How can you survive this situation? What should you do? Is there a way to be rid of him? Let's go back to bed, alright? You both shuffle back to the bedroom. You lay down in bed and Niall sits down beside you. He strokes your hair as you gradually fall asleep. Okay, so things are escalating pretty quickly. It's already day 7. Oh my god. This is terrifying. Okay. You hardly slept and still feel weak. Your neck is very stiff, and the weird colors appear again before your eyes. Oh, you're awake. Good morning, dear. Oh my god. You turn your head and see multiple Niles next to the bed. You suppress the urge to scream. Hey, I wanted to show you what our children inside you look like. Oh my god. What the actual fuck? There's even one that looks like you. Ah, here. Oh my god. Oh my god, this poor deformed baby. He puts a blob of blue mass on your lap. The way it gurgles and cries, it sounds desperately like a human baby. It coughs and some blue spit runs under its cheek. Oh my god. Isn't it cute? Oh my god, I'm so scared. I don't know what to say. Okay, we can say no, it's absolutely precious, or yes, but we need to clean up that spit. What if it's not actually spit? Because, it's like a amoeba thing. Okay, freak, I don't know what to say. Let's go with it's absolutely precious, because pandering to him has been working so far, but we might die, so it's absolutely precious. You try to hug it, but you can't touch it. You are desperate to make him happy. I'm so glad you like it. It's our family, after all. Oh my god, this escalated so quickly. He takes the baby back. Come get breakfast once you're ready. You seem weaker today, so I'll stay silent while you sleep a bit more, alright? You nod and lay down. After a few hours, you reluctantly sit up. Your grumbling stomach won't shut up. While you walk to the kitchen, you assess your situation and try to think of a plan. Niall won't let you call a doctor. Okay, why don't you text someone when he's not looking? Nor other help. He loves acting like a husband to you. If you humor him, he will try to lessen the effects of the infection. But if he stays, you will certainly die. You arrive in the kitchen and Niall shows himself. So you have enough rest to eat now. Great. How do I get out of this? Is there a way to somehow fix this situation on family against him? Or, sorry, is there a way to somehow use his fixation on family against him? A slight headache interrupts your thoughts. What are you thinking so hard about? It's like something is moving around inside your head. What are you doing? I just want to know what you're thinking. You try your hardest to think of something positive about Niall. You can't risk him seeing what you truly think. If only you didn't exist. Well, clearly not. A lovely day to spend with my Niall. A lovely day to spend with my Niall. And see, I'm not sure if we're choosing the right answers or the wrong answers, because we don't want him to stay, right? Because that's going to end up in him killing us, because he's a brain-eating amoeba. Um, So we don't. Pandering him may backfire because he may want to stay with Marlowe for as long as he can, and it may end up in us just dying. Um, but at the same time, if we're mean to him, he might just outright kill us. Oh, you charmer. He sounds absolutely delighted. The headache disappears and you sigh in relief. I think somewhere in your memories is said a little caffeine helps when you have a headache. Yeah, coffee sounds great right now. You put a kettle on and shake some instant coffee into your mug. Then you take a yogurt cup from the fridge and get a spoon. Niall's eyes glimmer with excitement, as if he expects you to do some magic trick. Is yogurt good? Yeah, it's sweet and cold, refreshing. After a while, you start to play with your spoon. Maybe it's better if you only eat a bit. You don't want to upset your stomach. Come on, eat a little more. We have more mouths to feed after all. Oh my god. This this turns sick and twisted so fast. The reminder makes you drop your spoon. I don't blame you though, Marlowe. What's wrong? Him, everything about him and what he does to you. You stare at him with wide open eyes. You bite down hard on your lip to hold yourself back from giving him a piece of your mind. Are you angry? Oh, I don't know why we would be angry, Niall. You're only killing us. You know, no, I know you're just worried. Well, we both want you to be healthy, right? So I'm allowed to be worried about you, right? Sure. This is a nightmare. When the water is ready, you pour some into your mug. After adding some milk, you mix the coffee and drink it. Do you feel a little better? Yes. There's palpable tension between you two. Niall makes the first move, putting his hand on yours. Here, this might cheer you up. You see blue shapes glow and dance in the space between your hands. Did you like it? You slowly nod. Oddly, this beautiful dance of colors comforts you. Oh no! We're losing it, guys! It pains you that he seems to care, despite being the cause of your suffering. Do you want to spend some time together in the living room? Maybe watch the fire in the fireplace? Maybe sleep will help. I hope we can do something together tomorrow, Marlowe. Now let's go. He walks beside you as you go back to your bedroom. Tomorrow you have to get it together, no matter what it takes. Day 9. Okay, so this game ends. Oh my gosh. So there's redness on in our peripheral vision. That is not a good sign. Give me 1 sec real quick. I just need to send a quick message before we continue. Just so I have everything for what I'm making for dinner tonight. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, you wake up in your weakest state yet. Your skull feels full and ready to burst. Your heavy limbs struggle to move on command. Your breathing is dry and ragged, and you're attacked by shivers from a sweltering fever. You don't have much time left. You steel yourself and decide that you have to push through, no matter how upset he gets. You have to at least try. In your dizzy state, you look up, and there he is.
Hi.
Good morning. You wish dearly that he would just leave your body. He acts like a husband and wants to be a father. What a disgusting display of this fake family. Wait, A father? Niall, I have a question. Yeah? He strokes your hair as he speaks. How you wish you could smack his hand away. Why do you want to be a father?
Hmm.
Well, I sort of already am, right? I believe I'm pretty good at it. Oh God! These choices. Okay, so we can say, I doubt you actually know what a great father is, Niall. Like, I don't think that one's gonna go over well. You could never be a good father, or yes, you are a wonderful father, Niall. Maybe couldn't we like be like something is wrong with the baby? We need to take him to the doctor, you know? Uh, okay. Let's save again. Okay. We're going full pandering this time, and if we end up dying, we know not to do it next time. Yes, you're a wonderful father, Niall. Thank you, Marlo. I'm glad you think so too. We're a wonderful family. He gives you a kiss on your forehead, but no lips touch your skin, only a tingling flare of heat. He's just an imaginary husband, after all. You haven't really moved much. Are you too weak to stand up today? Is it even too hard to talk now? How about I dig deeper and see for myself? Oh, God. You feel something pushing and pulling inside your head. Show your memories of a relative who was struggling before their death. Maybe Niall will show you mercy. You were just exhausted at this point. Okay, so I mean, that's. I wonder if there are other options here if we answer differently throughout the story, but that's the only one we have right now. Marlo, are you this tired? You nod. I beg you, make the pain stop. Niall looks over you with worry, pacing around the room, chewing a fingernail. How about he puts a hand on your forehead? Does this make you feel better? Dude, you being in our brain is killing us. No, what are you trying to do? I saw a glimpse of your memory once when you were little. I believe your mother did this for you when you were sick as well. That's so sad. Silly you, I have a fever then. Or I had a fever then, not an infection. Guilt flashes across his face, but he shakes his head and affection returns to his gaze. I will think of a way. For now, sleep, my dear. Oh God. This is the last day. Tomorrow, this is the last day we have. With the last of your energy spent, you drift off into a deep slumber. Are we already dead? Okay, yeah, this is the last day. Our last day alive. Great. Oh, jeez. This music. You're breathing as shallow as you wake up in your bed. Patterns dance in front of your eyes, and you hear Niall humming. You know he's not real, but you still feel his warmth next to you. Is it comforting? Are you scared? It doesn't matter anymore. All you know is that you're experiencing him. Hope is gone from your mind. You can't tell illusions from reality anymore. You turn your head towards Niall and try to focus your eyes on him.
Oh, how beautiful.
Oh God, we can't even see clearly. I think I messed up, guys. I think I chose the wrong answers. He reaches out to you and caresses your hair.
You must have turned and tossed around a lot in your sleep.
Oh crap.
The bed sheets are like a veil on you. Maybe this is the only way we can marry.
Oh Jesus, no. I messed up so bad. Do you see this? We are literally dying and he's over here as happy as can be.
I know we don't have a lot of time. I feel you getting weaker by the second. But don't worry. I am with you.
Okay, well, that doesn't change the fact that we are dying.
Until death do us part.
Okay. Well, that's happening pretty soon, so you can you feel him wrap you in his embrace. You never imagined that death would feel so warm. Oh my god, this is so messed up. You slowly close your eyes as you hear Niall humming the wedding march. Yeah, I definitely. Oh, I messed up so bad. Darn. Um, okay. So, that definitely wasn't what I was going for. Like, not even a little bit. We, yeah, that was, that wasn't. Oh, crap. Sorry. I'm just. I I was so confident there in the beginning, and I really held out hope until the end. But apparently there's four endings to this game. So we I mean I'm assuming that wasn't the good one, right? Like, let me see if there is any sort of like walkthrough or anything. Oh man, that was brutal. Like, oh. Okay, so let's go ahead and I couldn't find a walkthrough, so we're just gonna load our each of our choices back up because that's why I saved. Um, and try it that way. Actually, let's hang on. Let me go. Let me go to the main menu. I'm gonna start from the last choice we made and work our way back. No, 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 no. I do not want to override. I'm trying to load. Yes, yes. Because I feel like what we need to do is oh man. Okay, let's go with this because you could never be a good father as the most savage choice. So let's try. I doubt you actually know what a great father is, Niall. Okay. What? Well, at least not in the human sense. I mean, how could you have learned if you had no one to teach you? Then tell me. Children take priority. You think I don't know that? How many of your decisions are for your own survival? Ooh, that's a good point. How much of this is really for the survival of our children? Good, he's getting insecure. You haven't really moved much. Are you too weak to stand up today? Is it okay? I think we've read this. Marlowe, are you this tired? You nod. Okay, we've still seen. Okay, that still gives us the same ending. So let's go back even further. Actually, let's just start in the beginning. So it seems like maybe the whole point is to make him question sort of what he's doing. I thought we were supposed to like pander to him and then like make him grow attached to us, and then in the end I was hoping we would have some option to be like, hey, like can you reconsider this killing me thing? But that didn't happen. So let's try this. Why should I play house with someone like you? What? Why do you have to be so rude about it? He comes closer and sits on the bed. Slowly he caresses your face. Do we already have to talk about how we should communicate? I just Your throat closes. My presence seems to have this effect on you. Oh great, he's choking us. How about we stay calm, alright? You nod. Your throat opens up and you immediately cough and gasp for air. It's alright, it's alright. Now, let's go to the dining table, alright? And he just smiles like he didn't just choke us. You need your breakfast after all. Okay, so we've seen this before. Okay, let's try I guess so. I guess you're still tired. I'm a little sad. You're not as excited as I am. Sorry. Maybe I should be more patient until you get used to all this. Then he lets you eat in peace until you're finished. You clean up and begin to fidget as you're not sure how Niall wants to continue the day. Okay, yeah, we've seen this. Let's go with yes, but we need to clean up that spit. Yes, but we need to clean up that spit. Oh, right. He takes the baby back and wipes up the spittle. Good. Are they well? Yes, we're all really healthy. Wonderful. Just great. Come get breakfast once you're ready. You seem even weaker today, so I'll stay silent while you sleep a bit more, alright? You nod and lay down. After a few hours, you reluctantly sit up. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, we're doing the antithesis of last time, so let's just choose all the other options and see what happens. I mean, it can't be worse than dying, right? If only you didn't exist. You're really cruel. It hurts, Marlowe. It hurts that you think of me this way. I'm really trying here. Oh, he's crying! Now I feel bad! Even though he's absolutely insane, I feel bad. I think I need some space. Then he disappears. Anxious about the way he left, you eat something and drink some tea. At least the nausea hasn't set in again. Should you just run out of the. Yes! Well, I mean, he's in our brain, so I guess that won't help. Could you chance the woods and find somebody to help? You hurry towards the door? Where are you going? Of course, he's still here. Maybe you would like to take a walk with me. Marlowe, or wait, no, Marlowe, you're weak. What are we gonna do if you collapse outside?
No.
Go to bed. Now. I can still walk around at least. Marlowe. A wave of pain spreads through your head. I'm begging you, for your own sake. Your head pounds and forces you to your knees. Good. Okay. That's great. The pain stops. As a tear rolls down your cheek, you go back to bed. You pray that tomorrow you will find some strength to defy him. Oh, man.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, this is different. Show your memory of your dad. Show him what a great example he is. This has to sway Niall's mind. You remember your father and his big calloused hands. You stood next to him, barely reaching his waist as you both worked on a wooden toy. Oh, the wooden toy from the phone picture. He looked away for a second and you took the chance to use the grinding machine. After all, your father always looked so cool when he used it. Just in time he pulled you away, injuring his own hand, but he just smiled inside. Oh, my little cheeky angel. Don't ever do that again, all right? You're so cruel, Marlowe. Oh, he's crying again. If I was a human, I could be the husband you want, the best father for your children, but there's no way for me to follow this example. I can't even help you stand up. I'm just a small organism. He looks completely broken. Oh my gosh. I think I'm getting Stockholm syndrome because I feel bad now. Sitting on the ground like a lost child? It's not just about strength, Niall. It's his compassion. The will to put his own children first no matter what happens to himself. And I know what we can do for our children. Really? Yes. We don't have to welcome death so early, Niall. What? How? If you stay inside me, I will die with you. Oh, Jesus. I don't mind if it's with you. Okay, well, I mind. I mind. You bite down on your lips. Just continue. You've got him where you want him. He's listening. But we're also murdering our children this way, Niall. Is that what a father does? Niall looks away. What else are we supposed to do? We go back to the lake. You and our children can survive there. Hope sparks in Niall's eyes. Oh, did we do it? Guys, did we get a good ending? Oh, darn it. But that hope quickly gives way to sadness, darkening his face. But what about you? We would have to be separated for some time, but that gives me time to recover. Then I can come back, and we have more time together again. But that means you have to walk there and swim in the lake. You could drown. That's what I can do as a. You don't really want to say the next word. Mother. Wait, did I read that right? Huh. A small sacrifice for our children. Tears form in Niall's eyes as he hugs you. The break of a cold sweat in place of his phantom touch. I'm scared, Marlowe. What if I survive and you don't? Then take care of the children for me. Oh my god. That I that I only realize now what you truly that you truly love us. Thank you. Let me reread that. I butchered that line so bad. That I only realize now that you truly love us. Thank you. Sleep for now. While you sleep, I will try to lessen the symptoms and give you time to gather your strength for tomorrow. Finally, he agreed, like you expected. You just hope your body can keep up tomorrow. You cling to that hope as you fall asleep. Okay, you take a deep breath as you open your eyes. Niall stands in the corner looking worried.
I can breathe a lot better today.
He nods.
You convinced me that we should try the lake, so the least I can do is listen to pain.
In case you guys didn't hear that, because that was really soft, you convinced me that we should try the lake, so the least I can do is lessen your pain.
But your body is still in bad shape. You will still see hallucinations, Marla.
Oh, that's great.
Are you sure you want to do this?
You nod.
This is the only way for us, Neil.
Oh, I guess his name is Neil. Oops. Neil comes closer and caresses your
I
face.
wish I could carry you to the lake at least. But this is all I can do. Trying to lessen the effect and wishing for the best.
You swallow back the insults you want to throw at him. At your murderer in front of you. Well, it's not really his fault. I mean, he's a brain-eating amoeba. That's sort of how it goes. And he's trying to, like, you know, do the right thing in his warped, twisted reality. It's not his fault he's a little crazy.
Believe in us, Neil.
You bite your lips before you continue.
Believe in our love.
Oh my god, she sounds so disgusted. You choke down the bitter aftertaste these words leave in your mouth.
Yes, my love. I will.
I feel like we need to get away from this man as soon as possible. You drag your weakened body to the bathroom to wash your face and change your clothes. Then you enter the kitchen. After you force all of one bite of toast down your throat, you're finally ready to go out. Just days ago, you were so happy to hear birds chirping here. Now you have to try your best to not turn this into your last hike of your life. Jesus, what is this music? Although the colors are less aggressive than they've been for the past few days, you still see patterns dance in front of your eyes. The forest is changing in shape, and sometimes the sounds are piercing to your ears, but you force yourself to ignore it all just to focus on walking.
You are so brave, Marla.
Gee, thanks. You suppress the urge to make snide remarks.
Just do what I think is needed. I know, but still.
funny how it reminds you of that when he is already killing you just with his presence.
I try to think positively. I am well aware of the risks. This is the only way. The only way for me to survive. Yes.
What?
For me too, Neil.
But only because he won't let you call the ambulance. I mean, well, you have a point. Um, but he would die then. So it does make sense from a purely like survival standpoint.
Hmm. Something positive to talk about. How about our family?
Oh Jesus, not again.
I'll keep multiplying even there, Marlowe. I will multiply and create our children this way.
Why is he so creepy?
I'll take care of them so we can all enter your body once you come back.
Whoa, whoa, back up, back up. No, we did not agree to that.
It will be the family we both wanted, and with even more time to spend with each other. Like you said, we don't have to welcome death so early. But I am still worried. It is so rare that my kind infects you humans. So even when you come back, don't worry. Just believe in our love. It is truly a special one. It will overcome the odds.
That's right. You just tell him what he needs to hear.
Right.
You will never return to this place, though. But now, or Neil cannot know this. When he were he to sense your deceit, he would unbury the truth in your mind.
There we are.
You reach for the nearest tree and lean against it. You have arrived at the lake where you got infected. To think you would come back here in order to survive.
Careful, dear.
You take off your clothes and enter the water. Uh, what? I'm confused. I don't understand. Hang on. I'm gonna save because I don't understand. I'm panicking. I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. All I know is that there's a timer. Okay, there's an A and a D. I keep thinking of like BC versus AD as far as time. Um, does D mean death and A mean amoeba? I don't know. Okay, we're gonna start with A. Press A and D. I'm pressing A and D. I don't understand. Um, I don't, I don't, I don't know. You burn your wish to move into your limbs, but they don't respond in small movements. Panic takes hold as you try not to sink. Oh, was that supposed to simulate I was trying to swim? You hear Neil faintly through the water.
Marlowe. Marlowe, please. Stay with me. This is far enough. I can go from here.
As you try to stabilize yourself, you feel your body rapidly changing in temperature. You scream in agony as your nerves bear burning fever and icy chills before you hack up the water you swallowed. After several excruciating moments, you can feel heat across your entire body. In a haze, you see tiny blue patterns leave your skin and disperse into the water. Oh, okay, so the amoebas are leaving our body, I think? Seeing those tiny amoebas leave your body fills you with joy. Finally, you are free of them. But then a small spot in your hand doesn't move for a few moments. You freeze and pray he hasn't heard your thoughts.
Please come back to me, Marlowe.
Oh, God. He hasn't discovered your plans. At last, you give him a genuine smile.
I will. Please. If not for me, then for our children.
Of course.
I love you, Marlowe. I always will.
Me too.
He whimpers and in a broken voice says his last words.
Goodbye, Marla.
Goodbye, Neil.
The blue color fades, and the heat along with it. You gather all your strength again and swim to the lakeside. You can't help but move away as fast as possible out of fear it might reinfect you. As soon as you touch the earth, you crawl out and cry. MC sounds very traumatized. You scream out all of the fear and pain you had to endure. Tears fall and you can't stop yourself from falling apart. Why are we screaming his name though? You can't even form the insult you want to scream. You are so emptied, so utterly spent that your infection ravaged body, acting on sheer willpower alone, is on the verge of collapse. Then a sense of relief washes over you. He is finally gone. Is he really though? I'm kind of scared. Finally, you can return home. Is that the end? Okay, so that was the second ending. Let's see what's in the extras if it will show us all the different endings. I guess gallery, maybe? Or not? I think the game might have froze. That's lovely. Okay. Can we go back? Yeah, I think the game is frozen. Drats. Let's see if we can turn up the volume on the voices. Cause I mean, the problem is that Marlo's voice is like the perfect volume, but his seems to be a little like lighter in some scenes. Okay, let's try and get the last two. I have a actually let's load from here. Because I don't want to have to read through all those messages. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try this one where we play along, but then we guilt trip him too when it comes to like caring for the baby. I wonder if that will produce a different ending.
Hmm.
Okay, no, that still leads to the same ending there. Okay, I think we're gonna call it. So we've only gotten 2 out of the 4 endings so far, but I'm honestly like this game does a great job of being really, really, really creepy. Um, yeah, I went in not really knowing what to expect. I heard about, well, honestly, like I heard because I watch Flirty Otame. I watch her stream sometimes, and I heard on one of her streams her talking about this game, but I didn't know what it was called because in the conversation they didn't actually mention the name. And then I was on Itch.io, um, looking at the Yandere Game Jam that's coming up, and I saw this in one of the feeds. So if you guys want to check this out, this is by someone called Night Asobu. So it's ASOBU. I think they have. Do they have any other games? Let me take a look. They have one other game that looks just as creepy. It looks like they have another account, but on this account specifically, they focus on horror themed games, which I love horror themed otame or romance games. There are not enough of them, let me just say, and it's sort of the perfect marriage of my love for otames or I never know if I'm saying that right. So drop me a comment if you know that I'm not, so that I can, correct it. But it's a perfect marriage of my love for those types of games, or just visual novel games more centered on romance, because it doesn't have to be an otome. Um, I enjoy LGBTQ games as well, or yaoi games, and horror. So yeah, this was definitely a unique experience. Overall, I really did enjoy it. I wish that it was a little longer, just so that I don't know. It's good for a horror game, but I don't think it's great if you're trying to sort of also have the option of having like an authentic relationship between the love interest and the main character. Because clearly, like, the entire time she's just like, leave me alone. Um, she wanted him gone in all realities, regardless of how it ended. So I would have liked a little more maybe agency as far as your choices mattering and affecting the development of the main character. But other than that, it was perfect. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed the episode, and I will see you next time.